What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another review of the Contagion VR series. This is going to be the third time that we are taking a look at this game. I actually was pretty impressed with the performance aspect of it this time around, especially after we reached the garage area. It was a lot more smoother. I was playing the alpha version of it though, so like they have a normal version, beta, and then alpha, I think it is. And from what I was reading, the alpha version had like slot saving, which I thought would save the weapons, but apparently it just saves your progress in the game so you don't lose your weapons if you die. But it kind of went south, and we'll get into that in just a little bit here on what went wrong with that. But first, I want to talk a little bit about what changed so far in the game. They do have a different start menu at the beginning, and now they have more of like Easter egg hunts where you can kind of like run around and just explore the city and not actually do the mission itself. But when I got through the entire thing, I was fairly impressed. They added like new items that you can loot inside the apartment room. The gun control felt a lot more smoother. They give you a lot more ammo, extra batteries for the flashlight, which I thought was really cool. But there's definitely not enough room in the backpack to store all the stuff that they offer you. And then there was a little glitch with the backpack as well, where when you put multiple items in, or if you try to like take an item out that you no longer need and put something else in, it kind of stacked them on top of each other, which was a little odd. I don't know if I was able to I didn't try to actually use it, because what happened was when I got to the garage, it actually took all of my weapons away. So everything, my assault rifle that I had, my crossbow, my axe, my pistol, everything, my medications, everything that I had in my backpack, everything was removed, and I was stripped down to exactly what I had when I was in the garage at the very beginning of the game, which was just the two ID cards, one that's for biotech and the other one which was to get into the apartment building. So I don't know if that's some sort of a glitch, but yeah, everything disappeared when I entered into the garage after defeating the apartment area. And then when I got to the rooftop, they did change a few things around. The fuses to get into the fuse boxes in different locations now. They're not in the same place. There is a new like an AK-47 or like a submachine gun assault rifle that was inside the garage, which did help a little bit with clearing out some of the zombies in the very beginning. But I only had one round of ammo that was already in it, so there wasn't enough to kill everyone. So I kind of just had to run through the garage as quickly as possible and take as little bit of damage and get up to the ladder. Once I got up the ladder, there was a pistol on the ground that I was able to use to kill the zombies on top of the roof, just like last time, and that was able to give me the scoped AR so that I can kill the zombies that were attacking the car. This time around, the zombies were not inside the car. They did fix that kind of buffer zone. They were near the car, but they weren't like physically inside of it. The gameplay was a lot smoother. There was no lag at all. So I was extremely impressed with the performance increase. That was definitely a huge plus for me. The only downfall, like I said, I lost all my weapons. Once I defeated the players or the zombies that were attacking the car, I did get into the like the ground area and started going through the streets, where I saved the game one more time. And this is where things got a little messed up, I guess you could say. When I got to the very end and like where the Contagion symbol is of where you're supposed to go for your next mission, there was a guy that was in like a subway terminal almost. And when I went down there, the game, it kind of just froze a little bit. It wasn't frozen, like I could still move, but the player froze that I was following, as you can see on the screen. And it was kind of weird because like I wasn't doing anything. I was getting ready to go back out of the subway to see if I might have missed something because nothing was happening. And then the screen just went blank and it prompted me into this room, which I assume was my last save room. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But it prompted me into that room where it gave me back my weapons that I had when I got out of or off of the roof and onto the street. The scoped AR. I had the minigun or submachine gun, whatever you want to call it, and I had my pistol again. So that was kind of weird. And then I did it again. I went back to the subway, and I went through like different areas to see if maybe I missed something. And nothing happened. There was some army men that was off to the far left side of the place, but I couldn't shoot them, couldn't go anywhere. It was like pushing me back, and a bunch of zombies just kept coming out that they kept shooting. So I guess that was like my cue not to go that way. So I tried to go back to where the guy was again, and it did the same thing. It just froze. Nothing happened. It just froze, and I was back in the little room again. And then when I tried to go back out again to do it one more time, it actually respawned me all the way back to the garage. Which was really odd. I don't know why it spawned me all the way back into the garage, but at that point I was just like, I'm done. I'm not, gonna go through this anymore. So that's pretty much it. I am gonna take one more look at it, read some of the dev notes, see if there might be something that I missed. But other than that, I like I said, I'm impressed by the amount of performance increase that there was this time around. And like I said, I was playing alpha. I don't know if the beta or the original version is as performance increased or if it has the same things. I know when you play the alpha, it does have a lot of bugs because that's their primary core that they update to try to get rid of everything before releasing it to the public again. But I was really impressed. The gameplay was super smooth. The cars, were fixed. The zombies were inside the cars. The movement to get up onto the roof. Last time I had a really hard time. I'd climb the ladder, and then I think I was at the top of the ladder, and I'd go to step forward and fall back down. This time it had a snap to almost. So when you got to the top of the ladder, it snapped you forward, which I thought was really cool. The controls were a lot more smoother this time around. So all in all, very impressed with the last update. I still give the game 2 thumbs up. Definitely worth the price, though, because the gameplay is a lot of fun. The devs are working very hard every single week on this game. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. If you have any recommendations as well for any videos that you would like to see, drop a comment down below. And as always, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and click subscribe so you don't miss the next time we release another review video, as well as other gameplay videos that go up every single day of the week. And until next time, I will see ya.